Mark Hazlitt, Executive Director of CCAE, here to talk about the CASE-CCAE survey of charitable giving to higher education in Canada. Just completed and just released this week, the data and the final report. Here to talk with Gillian Morrison, Assistant Vice President of Development at the University of Toronto, and also the CCAE President. Gillian, this is a inaugural report released this week. What key findings for you came out of the data and the information that was shared?
Well, I think two things. One is just the incredible scope of what we do, right? So to be able to have data that says 48 institutions raised $1.5 billion from $320,000 in 1 year, I think tells an enormously important story about the scale of what we're doing. And then, you know, tied to that, 25% of that money is raised for student financial aid. That's $370 million raised for student aid. Think of the impact that's going to have on young lives, on the discoveries that those kids are going to make, on the ideas and solutions that they'll bring forward. It's really remarkable to have that kind of data to tell that story.
And for the sector as a whole, the advancement sector in education, what does this help us validate or plan for going forward?
Right. Well, I think that, you know, for the participating institutions to be able to go into the benchmarking tool and then benchmark themselves against peers and see where they're doing well, where maybe they're not doing as well, get some insights into what others are doing is going to help them to understand their programs and then drive better, you know, increase growth and productivity in their own programs.
And for CCAE as an organization, this is really the first time we've ever got into the research game. What does this do for the organization's validity in the landscape across the country, both with our members and with the educational sector as a whole?
Sure. So, I mean, as you know, Mark, this has been a dream for all of us at CCAE for a long time to contribute this kind of research, so it's tremendously exciting to be doing it. I think it means that we're providing, you know, the next level of service and value to our members, which is what we want to do, to be able to help. What are we here for? We're here to help them be better at what they do and to be stronger and to grow and improve and innovate. This data will help them do that. So in terms of our relationship with our members and our service to them, tremendous. In the sector generally, I think that it's fantastic to, in conversations with CASE or Imagine Canada or Universities Canada, to be able to contribute this data, lets them see us as even more meaningful partners than they did before.
Right. Good. Thank you very much, Gillian. That's great.
Thank you, Mark.